All right, here we go, folks. We are starting the finals. This is going to be a race to 3 and 8 ball first, and if Ryan and Jeff happen to win, they're going to be playing a race to 2 and 9 ball, or 10 ball, sorry. Nellie and Mark just need to win any one of those two sets. Good luck to both of these teams. They have grinded out today really hard, and it is going to be a good match, I think. Starting with the 8 ball, Jeff and Nellie, the high skill levels will be lagging. They are opposite-handed. Nellie the right, Jeff the left. Jeff's just coming off a little hot. Nellie's just coming off a little smoother. I think Nellie's, yeah, and oh, Jeff got it. Jeff got it, believe it or not. Okay. Little shenanigans. He knows he lost. He conceded. He hit it way too hard, yeah. Nellie's nice and smooth. That break could be the difference maker. And it's alternate break format, so that means that if this goes hill-hill in 2-2, Team Nellie and Mark will be breaking. The defending champs, Jeff and Ryan, got to sit and watch, hope for a chance here in the opening rack. The break is so dramatically important in 8 ball, making a ball, especially when it's open after the break. You need a ball so you get the choice of what suit you want. Whether you can run out or not, you at least get the choice of how to start that rack. And if you can run out, you at least have the opportunity. Especially at this level, that choice of which is the better ball is really important. Thank you all, 13 of you, for joining us here. This is now the finals of the San Diego Cup Del Mar Doubles standard skill level 11 cap, or I think it was 1,000 Fargo. We showed preference to Fargo so that we can start building robustness here within the San Diego community. There's a lot of different people, especially on the lower end of the spectrum, that just don't have robustness, don't have access to DCAPL, and I'm trying to make that a little bit more possible, expanding out to a couple different regions as well. All right, Mark to break, going for a lead ball break, contacting the 15, cut it a little bit, and he's not going to make he did make the 11, and then 2 ball, I think, slow. Not a bad break overall. It's kind of exactly what you're looking for. A little bit of congestion in the center, but depends on which ball you choose if that's going to be an issue. I think stripes are a little better because of the 13 being on the outside of the rack, and it's kind of makeable from some points into the corner pocket. 7 ball is not really makeable anywhere right now, but the solids could also potentially be picked apart. Nellie's going to be taking the 15. Nellie, if you don't know, is also qualified for the U.S. Amateur next weekend. Me and her will both be up there next weekend for the U.S. Amateur. Be sure to look for us on the stream table. Nellie does sink the 15. Mark's going to go for the long shot here. So is that the 12 ball? Does smooth it in. Wow. Really nice. And I don't think they do not have the 13 right now as I peek at the table. So if I were Nellie, I think, and she might have to play the 13 last too, based off where the 8 is. It only goes in the side pocket, and I don't think you want to try to get there from the 10 ball. 13, she could use that to break it out, so maybe play the 9 now, roll it softly forward, and then play the 13 into the 7. That would open up at least 2 more pockets for the 8 ball and give you a shot at the 15 or the 10, or sorry, it's the 14 or the 10. I think that's the right shot. Best you can do, stop shot here. No, she's going high, so she's going to go off the side rail, come out. This is fine. He's got that look at the 13. Nellie's already looking at it. Mark's not. Let's hope he sees that. I think that's the shot. I don't think you want to be shooting this 13 very last, hoping to get a good bump on the 8. And he's going for the 10. Yeah, kind of a dead shot on the 10. He hit it with some low inside, and the low kind of faded. And now Nellie's got a very kind of awkward angle on this 14. Very makeable, But if she wants any look at the 13, she'll have to run it forward. Although the 13 could be made off the 6 ball. So let's see what she decides. I think she is running it a little. I'm going to roll it forward. Mark does not have a clear angle. He's going to have to now play it off the 6 ball. But if he does, he's got no energy going towards the 8 ball. He needs something miraculous. Maybe a soft roll with top, cut it in, and leave Nellie the 8 in the side. I think that's the only thing. I'm watching it now just in case it's a bad hit. Was not a bad hit. Oh my gosh, he did. Nails it. He had exactly enough room. Stops it off the 7 ball and leaves Nellie straight in. A tiny little putt. I'm also watching this just to make sure it's not a double hit. Looks like it's got enough room for it to be clean. It was. Great out. 1-0 to Nellie and Mark right off the rip. Was it a break and run? It was. Very nice from them. Really awesome. 2 balls down. They chose the right ball and then ran it out. Left themselves some tougher shots than what I thought were what they planned, and they nailed it. Michael getting the rack together for them. It is alternate break format, so Ryan and Jeff will still have a chance at this. They need to respond in kind or get some good rolls here from here on out, because they are the defending champs, and so people are gunning for them usually, is usually how it goes. We're going to mark. It's going to be dry. It is going to be dry. When it rains, it pours sometimes. All right. Mark this up. 1-0 for Nellie and Mark. This rack a little bit different than the other one. You got some balls touching on the left. You've got the solids are actually the better ball. If she can make the 5 ball right now, that would be perfect. If she doesn't like that, I like the 7 or the 6 ball. Just as a simple, just guarantee yourself that kind of ball category. If you don't like the, I was calling it long. She's playing the 12? Ball's that? It's the 10 ball, sorry. I think she's calling the 10 long. She likes stripes. She might be trying to run into the 9 and 5. Open that up. She does call and make it, and this is kind of why I didn't like that shot for the stripes. Is there's too much congestion here. She was either going to have to rely on a really, really good cue ball or a combination on that, and it didn't necessarily seem like the right ball choice there. But she played what was in her gut, and it worked out. She made her ball. So let's see how they work it out here. Mark's got virtually nothing. Maybe he can. He's calling the 14. Maybe it slips by. And honestly, if he does get this down, they might have a chance still to get out of this rack. But he's trying to dig down at this to make sure he doesn't scratch and make sure that he doesn't hit one of the other 2 balls. Or sorry, make sure he doesn't double hit as well. I'm watching. Not really. Yeah, no chance of the double hit. Hits it pretty wide. And now Ryan and Jeff's first big look at the table. They already have a problem here. That 3 ball is rough. So it looks like Jeff's in a weird situation. He's making sure he's not going to knock in the 8-ball here, but I think he's going to be playing safe on the 3 and try to leave him behind the 14 here. Oh, he left him on the 8-ball, opened it up. That's a very interesting, daring kind of spot to put him in. They're hooked from everything except for, I don't even think they can see this 9-ball. They're closest to. Yeah, it's a really, they could see the 13, but not make it. Very interesting spot he put him in. I myself, I think I would have banked the 3-ball away, try to put him under the 14. I think you would have exacted the same kind of circumstance, and you also would have opened up your ball. So Jeff and Ryan taking the timeout early again, trying to decide. Sorry about the yawning. Trying to decide how they're going to move this 3-ball, if they are at all. Looks like Ryan is going for this. Little high right on the 7-ball. Should be a tap in. Yeah, and then it gets out for the 2 or the 5. I think Jeff is looking at drawing or stunning into this 3 somehow. There's just no angle naturally right now. Maybe you can't do anything off the 1 at all. So honestly, at this point, the trouble with right now is if you're Ryan and Jeff and you're trying to run out, more than likely, if you keep shooting, you're going to be selling out a very easy out for your opponent. Because of the position of the stripe ball, you're leaving them a more advantageous position. Any safety down here on the bottom rail, like say he moves this 5 and 2 ball, any safety down here on the bottom rail is in favor of Team Nellie and Mark. Yeah, he was. Yeah, that's what I was talking about. He's trying to stun that out now, and I don't know that they talked about. They were talking about a specific shot. I don't think they were talking about the run-out strategy here. If Ryan makes this ball, it puts them in a much. This is one of those weird situations where if you make a ball, it's actually worse for your team and your position trying to get out. With that 3-ball locked up where it is, unless they're going to bank it out and they're really confident in that, it's going to be harder for them. A high right on this 2-ball. Shanks it a little too straight. And he actually rearranged the furniture a little bit here on the bottom right. I think that was kind of the best miss Ryan could have had there, as he missed his ball, made theirs worse, and left them in a spot where they're taking away what they would hope would be one of their last 2 balls. Mark now and Nellie, I think, Mark does miss one. I didn't know that he could miss. These guys haven't missed a ball, so Broken ran the first one. Momentum kind of squarely on Team Ryan and Jeff here. They've controlled this rack really well, but any miss from as soon as that's what he's looking at. How can they open up that 3-ball, or how can they bank it in safely and clear the 8-ball? The 8-ball will go in the side pocket from how I can see, but they'll need the 1 or the 2-ball to be their last ball. So you want to bank that ball next. Oh, he does do the breakout. Oh, does he? Oh, wow. What a great shot. Great shot. He does clip it, and he leaves it in such a way where he can make this 3-ball. There is danger of a scratch here if he hits it too hard and with no top. Ryan might actually just opt to take the 1-ball. You chip this into the left. The cue ball comes back to the. You got to put some left spin on it though. This is still a very tough position. Not pretty yet. Both are ugly. Both are ugly. If he tries to shoot this 1-ball and gets anything weird on the, like this, I think it's a 14-ball, plays really big to block his angles on the 3-ball, and it might even, if he tries to hit it too hard, come past it, might come straight at the 3-ball, and that gives him no angle to cut it, like to get down underneath the 8-ball. You have to be underneath the 8-ball, basically right where he is now, to make it in the side pocket, and it's going to be Ryan's shot. So you don't want anything too weird, too off angle. And while I said it does go in the side, it is a very tough shot, even right behind it. If you hit that too hard, it bobbles out. Okay, looks like Ryan is going for this 3-ball. If you have got to either draw this smoothly, kind of clip off the 8 and come down, or you got to float it in baby soft into the rail. I'm not sure. This is looking like it's going to scratch. Oh, he did clip the 8-ball. He did clip the 8-ball. And he like stunned it instead of force followed it. That was a great shot from Ryan. I'm not sure if he even knows just how great that shot was in terms of cue ball control. So now Jeff's got to play this with a little top. Doesn't want to stun and get like, can't stop it, can't stun it. He needs to roll this in so the cue ball wants to go forward of the tangent line from the 1. He doesn't need to get crazy good on this 8-ball, but wants to end up kind of coming back to like maybe where the first diamond is on the low rail, so top or along that line, that is. Should come. Obviously, would like to be like right where the spot is. Oh yeah, you idiot, Jeff. No, I'm just kidding. He just way overhit it. He was trying to get Ryan perfect, and he kind of overstroked that one. He did not need to hit it that hard or that much. You float it in, little top, and trust your partner. Fortunately for them, there is the fortunate news for them. Sorry, the announcer was yelling. Fortunately for them, there is still an off-angled balls kind of married together, the 12 and 13, and there's virtually no safety on the 1-ball unless they leave them here on the short rail on the south side of the table. Yeah, here Nellie's got virtually nothing. I think she's gonna have to play safe here. Probably try to roll into the left or right side of the 12, 13 here, and try to get them behind the 15. That's a pretty solid safety. If they get that and then they get a ball in hand, they could be up 2-0. But not to toot my horn, but I've kind of been working with Ryan on how to jump. So if they leave them about a 2-ball distance behind the 15, they might jump it in. Oh, she breaks it out. She does a force follow, breaks it out. Crazy good stroke there. Didn't see that myself. I didn't think that ball had enough room to go past. It had just enough. So now Mark is going to cut this ball in, come across, and what Nellie's going to try to do then is shoot the, looks like 12 ball into the corner and draw into the 15, bump it up so that they have a ball going up table instead. That way they don't have to contend with this 1-ball. What a great shot from Nellie. Give them another chance at getting out here. Mark's back cutting this severely. Play a little high ball. As long as Nellie's kind of on the left side of the table, she'll have that 12-ball pretty easily. And that's looking pretty good. A little thin, but I think now's when she's going to play that safety. I think right now she's going to... she's looking at the looking at the bank line. I kind of like the safety here. I like playing very soft, hitting kind of just to the right of center on the 12, even it kind of behind the 15. I think is what she's doing. Yeah, that's the right shot there in that situation. There's nothing. They high five. They know they basically just won the rack off of that shot, and that's basically the product of from Jeff's overstroking on that one ball. That was the right play there. It was always the right play. Just kind of take the open ducks and then play it safe here, get the ball in hand, and run out the last couple tap-ins. And that's exactly what I now rewind to the beginning of this kind of rack, and I was saying if Jeff and Ryan try to run this out, they're going to be in trouble if they don't get out, because they're going to leave their opponents a wide open table. Ryan going with the no call here. I don't think that's the right play. I think if you got a ball right next to the pocket, just call it, even if you're not going to be playing it. He's taking the intentional foul here. Really smart play there for Ryan. But even if you're taking that, just call your ball, because in this situation, you never know. Kind of like 10 ball, where it's kind of a 10 ball situation where there is no call, like your opponent always has an option. In this case, let's say he miscued and something crazy happened, he makes that one ball, then he doesn't want to give it back. If it's a no call situation where you definitely want to get your opponent to come back to the table and not you, then Mark gonna use the ball in hand, try to break this out. Oh no, really misjudges the stun. He would have needed to hit that with a lot of top or take a little more cut on with the ball in hand. Yeah, thanks, Christian. I taught him well. I know. Yeah, now Nellie in kind of real deep trouble here. She's gonna need to do something. She might need to take that intentional foul herself, because that 8 ball does still go in the side. It is tough, but it does still go in the side pocket. Like, say if she doesn't hit this and gives ball in hand, and if she kicks at it, she's gonna do basically the only thing she can do is open it up. Yeah, so she's gonna do the same. She's gonna try to take this intentional foul, see if she can make this 8 ball unmakeable. She does not do that. But Jeff's got to make a good position play here. Yeah, yes, it's ball in hand. Okay, they're double checking. Good sportsmanship. My recommendation, I would say put this cue ball right by the first diamond. No, I would put it frozen to the rail, and that way you back cut it a little bit of right English, and you widen it out going towards the third diamond on the right rail. That's still pretty good, and the only reason that could have been better is if he was like about a foot like closer to that 8 ball. But Ryan now with this 8 ball down the rail, the chance to take it 1-1. Let's see how Ryan does. Breathe, kid. Smooth it in. It did not smooth it in. He kind of jammed it straight into the side rail. A little bit of nerves there, and he leaves them, Nellie and Mark leaves them unpunished here. Mark has now got to elevate, tap in, shooting it off angle. So it's not a super straightforward shot. There's small chances, they're really negligible, but small chance of scratching in the low left. But as long as he doesn't scratch, Nellie's going to have a virtually straight in shot into the top right corner. Hopefully he's not overly focused on that and he makes the ball for him. Looks good. Don't want to leave him frozen on the end rail, so get a little something. Yeah, that's pretty, yeah, that's what I was, in this case in the side, well, that's not, you kind of overhit it from what I was expecting, but left Nellie a very, very makeable shot for her caliber into the side pocket. So take a tour around the table just to verify. Just calming herself. Yep. Both teams had their chances in this one. Although Nellie and Mark did have the favorable position for most of it, they Gave Ryan and Jeff a chance. And Ryan and Jeff did well with that chance. They did not completely blow it. All right. Getting ready to mark up this score. We are going either 1-1 or 2-1 in a moment. Yep. Nellie's just refocusing herself. Make sure there's no scratch on. Yep, just double checking her angles. Nothing wrong with that. A little nervous. That's the 4th time she's checked. Yep. Get yourself settled, breathe. Check her aim. Check number 6 or 7. All right. I think now she's just playing it up. After 5 times, you're playing with it. I think she's just amping it up. Be highly surprised if she does miss this. There we go. Nice and smooth. Yep. Nice and smooth, as we knew. Yep. There's just a little Hollywood there, as we call it, and as some people do in the poker world. Yes, lavez-vous. This is the finals here. Ryan and Jeff must double dip Nellie and Mark. They need to beat them in a race to 3, which right now they're on the wrong side of. Down 0-2 to Nellie and Mark. If they win this one more game, they are the new champs. Ryan and Jeff looking to defend their Del Mar doubles show. So get Michael there, getting the last rack nice and tightly racked. Don't listen to me, Christian. Don't listen to me. They fed me soju, maybe too much. I mean, it's a lot of pressure on this, a lot of money right at stake. Mike kind of cuts into it again. He does get a ball down. And Nellie will have first chance at it, and I think stripes are actually better here. Once again, we have a couple tied up balls there on the left side, but if you take this stripe, there's a chance you could like play the 9 off that ball in the side pocket, open that up. Might even be able to shoot into it now. I don't really like off the 13. I probably wouldn't do that, but we might see an inning back and forth here. Preferably, I think everybody probably prefer the stripes here. Yeah, I think he's going for the 14. He does go for the 14, makes it. And now I think Nellie's going to back up this 15 ball. I think that's really her only shot. Now, this is a situation where it's reversed, in my opinion, where I think that if Nellie and Mark keep shooting this without breaking out this 15 ball, what number that is, ball that's on the left side, they're gonna bury themselves by overshooting the rack, kind of thinking it's time to get out. Not every ball needs to be made to win the rack in the early stages. Right now is it's a good time to kind of lay this one down. There's nothing to do on that ball near the side pocket. You can't make it and you can't bank it. You can't get out on it. But she's gonna keep playing. Makes her 13. Came into the 11 ball hard. It might be in a spot now to do it. If he can play this, if he can elevate and get really thin on it with a lot of right spin, he might go straight into the 6 and that stripe ball and open it up. I could have been wrong this whole time. Let's see. He does play it. He hits a little full. And now he's basically, they have reversed the polarity, so to speak, where Ryan and Jeff now have the advantage. I would likely make I would leave the 4 ball. I'd likely make the 3 ball and try to open up that 5 ball somehow if you can't. I think he's actually got the right angle to do that. But if you can't, just play safe down here. Force them to open something up because they also do not have an out here. could play the 4 ball, try to shoot the 1 if you get the perfect angle to come down into that 6 ball, but I don't like that too much. I'd even consider just shooting straight into the 5 ball as straight as you can. Try to, yeah, that's what he's doing. He's doing it in the no call. He actually, I promise you didn't hear me, but that's exactly what he's doing. He's shooting like into the 5 ball, rolling the cue ball or 3 ball down the table, and it's gonna force them. Yeah, this is a. I didn't see that until late. He saw it well before I did. That's a great safety. Now you're asking them the question, as the Europeans would say. Can you get out from here? Probably not. And if they touch that side pocket ball, it's doing nothing but helping Jeff and Ryan. The only thing bad that could happen is then the 1 might get tied up. Because right now the 4 is makeable in the top corner, 1's makeable in the side pocket, 2 in the top corner, obviously. 3 balls makeable in a couple pockets. Everything for solids has got a pocket except for that 6 ball. Yeah, the 9 ball though, you have to have good position on, and they're just making sure they don't give that up. I'll be right back, kids.
Hello, folks. Michael Fernandez, your awesome San Diego pool player here. I hope you all are enjoying the action. Man, action's so crazy that my GoPro went out. So, no more booth cam. But we are here in the middle of a pretty messy rack here. There's a lot going on. To me, these are very much like almost like a chess match, right? You want to start positioning your object balls in a place where you can finally find, a path to winning. Right now, Ryan is trying to figure out how these solids are going to shape out for him. Thank y'all for tuning in once again. It's great to see people here still with us here in the finals of our Del Mar doubles tournament. Story of the night here is Ryan and Jeff are the defending champions, but Nellie and Mark have been knocking on this Del Mar double championship door for a while now. So both teams eager and hungry to win this for sure. Ryan leaving this 11 ball in the open. We found a magnetic chalk, so I think crisis averted. And Nellie and Mark on the hill, they've been having some awesome outs. Their energy is also absolutely amazing too. They're super hyped to be up 2-0 on the hill. You don't want to get too hyped though, where your adrenaline comes rushing in and not making shots like that. Joe, what time does the tournament start tomorrow? We are starting, we will be opening the tournament at OnCue at 10 a.m. and tournament start will be 10:30. That's going to be both our open and our ladies open. We have a lot of big names showing up to compete tomorrow. So if you are looking for some incredible pool action, even more so than what we have on offer right now, you definitely want to tune in tomorrow. We'll be streaming that from the awesome San Diego Pool Player page on YouTube exclusively. If you haven't already, please go ahead and like and subscribe so you'll get that notification as to when that live stream will be going on. I'm not sure what Jeff is electing to do here. Might do something with the 6. Welcome back. Welcome back, Josh.
Hey.
You're in the green now. You're good. Kind of a back and forth here. It was back and forth, kind of a messy ride.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Yeah, it's my deaf ear. No, I think Jeff and Ryan are doing basically. They kind of celebrated there just for leaving their opponents in a really tough spot. That's all they can do at this point. The advantage is on them. Kind of the last rack is exactly what happened here, but in reverse, where Nellie and Mark had the advantage because Ryan and Jeff tried to run out too soon. It wasn't open. They left themselves a problem ball. All of these players are great partners, and they know each other's style and shooting ability well. They complement each other well, so I imagine it like an even rated players kind of when I do that. Like instead of as a team, I think about it. What can this team do from this position?
Correct.
And so when I look at the team's position, I think about, okay, they're in a disadvantageous position. They should be playing smarter. They should be playing safer. And then the other way is I'm like, okay, all their balls are in the right spot. They should be trying to run out because it favors them as a team. In this situation, Nellie and Mark are finally in a bad position. I'm not saying this is just what Ryan and Jeff are hoping for, where they've got all the balls in a tough spot. And they've got really no chance of getting out from this position. So Ryan and Jeff need to really capitalize on that.
Yeah, neither team finding themselves in a very favorable winning position right now. So I was comparing it to a game of chess, right? You need to kind of really position your object balls and not get too aggressive and figure out where the win condition is from here.
Nellie might have just messed up. Basically what's going to happen now is that Ryan is going to try to knock, I think he sees it, but he's going to knock in the 110 or 12, the 112 combination. You knock that combination in.
Yep.
And leave the cue ball behind that stack. Maybe you get ball in hand. Oh, I'm very loud, or Mike's very loud. Oh, very loud on mic too. Oh, that's probably mic was loud. Sorry. Apparently your mic.
Let's see. Yeah.
I was loud on that mic before.
There we are. How about now?
If Ryan doesn't shoot it, like say if he takes this 4 ball, then Jeff's gonna shoot it, which is fine. Doesn't matter who shoots it because the 9 ball's unmakeable basically.
Yeah, but this is the win conditions that we're talking about, right? If he frees up that 1. If he frees up that 1, then that's the win condition right there for them.
This is fine as well. The only reason I didn't like this is because now they can move their 9 to a better spot, and I mean they might even be able to cross this 9 ball in, and then make the 12 somehow. That'd be crazy, but it's possible. I think the right shot there was to make their ball.
Agreed.
Which always seems counterproductive. If you want to win, you got to make your balls, yes. But something important to remember for 8-ball, especially for lower rated players, is that there is no winning or losing in 8-ball. It is only having won or having lost. There is no closer or further from victory. If you leave your opponent a wide open out and they run out, well then you weren't close, really. And if you leave yourself an unmakeable 8-ball and make all the rest of the balls, you still weren't close because you couldn't win. But a lot of people think of it in that term. Anyways, he does try to cross that 9. It goes in the almost 3 rails in the wrong pocket and leaves it on the top rail. They might have the shot right now to win it all, or well, win this rack anyways. Make the 6 ball. The cue ball naturally goes into the 1 and makes the 12, and then pushes the 1 up table, and they've got a nice clean run out for the win.
Yeah, the hardest thing about 8-ball is kind of giving up these insurance kind of situations, right? The 1-ball is essentially their insurance ball to where Nellie and Mark can't run out from here.
Yeah.
But if they end up breaking that up, you're kind of committing yourself to the run out from there.
Too true.
So
But that's the thing I was talking about earlier, is that if you're committing to your run out too early and you don't have any natural breakout shots, okay, so he's deciding against it. He's going to make this 2-ball. Keep that insurance ball you're talking about, at least for now. Ryan's going to make the 3-ball. Maybe they're going to do what I said earlier, and the only reason I didn't like that is because of where the 5-ball is.
Yeah.
I rather the 5-ball be either the last ball or taken out early, like nothing in between. You don't want to be trying to transition from that 5-ball
Correct.
up and down table.
That's the problem ball, really, while they have multiple other problem balls right now. But
And the reason I said early or last is because if you have early, you have multiple shots up table, whether no matter your position. And if it's last and you get like a good stop shot or cut on it, you can play the 8-ball easily up table or in the side pocket if you get a stop shot. But in between, I'm not so crazy about the 5-ball. What do you like for Ryan? You think just trying to play a no call, make the 3-ball?
yeah, so I think he should combo the 6 into the 12 and bring the cue ball kind of below where the 8 is at, because the 3 is covering that 9.
I don't. The only reason I don't like that is it might push the 1-ball onto the rail.
Yeah, in an awkward
but
spot too.
I do like that for if he had a wider angle. I think he might just play a safe here. He might just like tap the 4-ball or play the 3-ball in and make it. That's not a bad safety.
I will say I do like that he's taking his time, because he knows this is a very key shot in this rack.
Yeah.
So he's not just going for the first option that's available, which is the 3-ball, really. But there's no point in making this 3.
He is going with the no call. He's trying to make Christian proud here and use his head. I think he's going to use the 4-ball. I would just, if I were him, I think I would just bank this 4-ball to the other, like the mid-table, kind of like the head spot, as they say. Calling the no call again, making sure he gets that out there in case he banks it in. Yeah, just tap it. Don't fling this ball around the table. You don't want to risk anything getting married up. Oh, the camera turned to the complete opposite direction. All right, he does.
What happened?
Turn to the wall or turn up.
All right, we're still on, folks. Give us one moment.
No, the 6 can't hit the 12 naturally. The 1-ball is blocking it. So he did the camera. We're resetting the camera right now. Ryan did play safe, but he did leave them a significant piece of the 9-ball. So Nellie's gonna try to do something with the 9-ball here. Hey, shush, Christian.
Oh, no. Okay, hold on, folks. I'm working on it right now. Give me one moment.
Darkness, my old friend. Gonna talk with you again. So she fouls and gives up the ball in hand. I just missed. He's resetting his camera right now to make sure that it's there. Sorry, folks. We'll get right back to that. But somehow Nellie fouled. I'm not sure if she missed the 9 completely or what happened. That's what I think happened. She's trying to do a soft rolling safety. No, can't do that, Christian. Sorry. So Jeff's now got ball in hand, and I think he's basically doing what we just talked about, where he's going to try to make that combination and leave them hooked. The problem with it right now is that I would actually do it with the cue ball. I'd carry them off the 1-ball into the 12-ball maybe, because they're looking at it and you might very well be able to kick that 9-ball in. So he does play the combination and he leaves her stuck. It's going to be Mark coming to the table, trying to kick this 9-ball in, and it's actually got a pretty big pocket in terms of kicks, where we're reconnecting. We're getting there. Sorry. Something happened. Somebody pushed something or something happened and the camera just completely turned towards the wall and went black. All right, so Mark is kicking on the short side. Interesting. He tried to Efren Z it. And he did not get it. Just spoiler. So they tried it. They're cheering. Filipinos in the Z shot. What is it? What's it about it? What's it about the Z shot? Oh, I'm not wearing my Efren shirt. So my friend Brett got me a Efren shirt that says The Legend of Efren, but it's like in the E, it looks like The Legend of Zelda, and it's got his Z shot mapped onto it. It's really cool. Anyways, I didn't push button, Dan. I swear. Yeah, we know. Thank you. Yeah, we had it for a second there.
Yeah, we had it for a second.
All right. So with ball in hand, Ryan and Jeff better run this out. That's all I'm saying. The 9-ball's in a rough spot, so they have a little bit of insurance in terms of safety there. Built-in insurance. Oh no! Right as I say that, Jeff stops the ball, and he's running. He's got to run in the bathroom. He was trying to shoot. He was trying to shoot quick because he had to go to the bathroom.
This is how old. This is like old school radio, you know. This is.
No, we got to talk in a much higher pitched voice. Yeah, see, he's running to the bathroom. Yeah. It's like, could have got out there, but he didn't. Hey, what a shame.
Yeah.
Well, you didn't know I could do voices, did you?
No, that's impressive.
What a shame. Nellie lining up the one rail again. Maybe the Z shot. Well, I guess we'll see.
Oh, yeah, see here.
Yeah, it's looking at. Oh, she's looking. I don't know what she's looking at. Oh, she's looking at the Z as well. I want to kick this in. Maybe get the 8-ball. Yeah. Basically, the 9-ball stuck to the top rail. Can't do anything about it. Not really anything natural. Jeff missed a wide open shot. That's his bad.
There you go, folks. We're almost there. Hold on. We're
Almost there, folks. We're getting back.
Almost there. Have to adjust.
All of you can.
And then I'll take this controller.
All right. Nellie's heading for the kick here. She does kick it pretty full, and that's going to tie up to solid. So Mark's pretty happy about that. Their only problem here is that Ryan might be able to either do a nice little safety, just tap into the 6-ball and leave the cue ball behind the 4-ball, or he could play the 3-ball and crash into the 9-4-6. And now I want you to take a picture, look at the 9-ball or the 5-ball here. Is that let's say they make everything and the cue ball's where it is, that leaves them in a really rough spot. This is why I said it needs to be made early or last, and in this case, it's probably going to be made last.
How are we looking, folks? Are we looking good? Like, we'll adjust after this rack, if anything, but yeah.
A lot of nerves, a lot of back and forth. Yep. That's 1942, thank you.
I can see Josh in the whole onesie and like put him up. All right. Report. Jeff is back from the restroom, so
Jeff's back. He's ready.
That's what Miller Lights do to you. You know what I mean?
I might, if I were Ryan, I might actually. So they're taking the timeout now, and he's telling him to do that initial safety that I talked about. Just move the 6-ball against the rail, and it opens everything up for them again, and they have that advantage again. If he might very well. The only reason I don't like this 5-ball is if he overdoes it, goes rail first, that ball likes to slide across and scratch. Lovely pockets and billiards and brew pool room there.
Super busy tonight, man. It's such a great energy and vibe in here. If you haven't been to Pockets Billiards and Brew yet, this is the place to be to get some good drinks, good food, and good pool. Lots of tables in this room for you all.
He does play the safety really well. He doesn't, and he opens up the 6-ball's line and the 4. If this 9-ball gets moved, the 4-ball will be open as well. like, let's say, just it's low chance that they get a ball in hand here, but if that 9 ball's moved, the 4 and the 6 both go independently. And if he so, not really sure what he's going to call here. I might actually call the cross corner here, so in case you kick bank it. I think he's just looking for a good hit. He did not get that. All right. So Ryan with another good touch there, yes. I think the right play here is to take the 6 ball into the corner, roll it softly, and actually make it this time, Jeff. And then take the 4 on the side. Then you play the 3 in the other corner, and then you're straight in on the 5. Or, contrary-wise, you could do the same thing. You could stay with the 5 first, shoot that, and then get good on the 6. But this is the right shot. I was just saying, if you have a really good cue ball, you could do that. But now think about the order count here. So there's 5 balls left for Team Ryan and Jeff. That means that it goes Jeff, Ryan, and then Jeff will be shooting the 8 ball. What is this? Okay, he just I'm sorry. I thought he tried to make that miscued. He was just playing safe all day there. He did not like playing the touchy position, and that is very smart pool right there. If you recognize the tension and the nerves in the match, stop trying to make something magical happen. Just play with what's going on. Okay. I had to do that when I was at the U.S. Amateur, my very first time. My entire back locked up, and that night I was like ready to give up. I was like, I don't know how I can make it through another match. And I called one of my coaches, mentors at the time, Luis Abarca, and I was like, dude, I think I'm done. He was like, I think I've just played myself out. And he was just like, well, number one, I needed to drink more water, less fireball. And then I also, I just adapted. I was like, okay, I can't open. Oh, did she kick it in? No way, she did. Yeah. And that's exactly why I was saying when you have that aggressive opportunity, you need to take it. Ryan and Jeff did have opportunities there. They either missed or they played safe. Oh no! I fully expected that to be the end of it. It is still not over. But anyways, I was saying that basically my entire backstroke, I couldn't open up my backhand, and everything was just locked up, right? And so I just adapted to just only rolling the ball in. Anything that required a big stroke, I just said, nope, I'm going to play safe. And I ended up winning 2 more matches that way. I ended up getting 4th. So they're taking the time. Okay. So I thought they were taking a time. He got excited. That's why. He knew they kind of earned it. So Jeff probably shouldn't have done that. Talk to Michael about that there. But good shot from Ryan there. They were being a little unsportsmanlike. They were being frantic with the kind of pre-celebrating on the high nerves of that shot. And we're like, oh, my God, I almost made it. Oh, that could have been it. And Jeff just told him, hey, just calm down, just wait a minute, don't take the shot yet, because they were being a little disruptive to Ryan's focus. So not a timeout per se. They have already used their 1 timeout for the rack, and I'll abide it just because it was a correction of sportsmanlike behavior. All right, and now here we are down to this weird 5 ball that we talked about at the very beginning of this rack, that I knew it was in an awkward position, and I think Jeff probably should have taken it there at the on his shot there instead of the ball sitting next to the pocket, because if he made that, the 8 ball would have been let's say if he missed it, 8 ball would have been in a weirder spot, and Ryan would have had a ball sitting next to the pocket. If Ryan makes this with a dead ball, he's going to end up with a cue ball under the 5, and if he shoots the 5 and misses, it might be game over. So yeah, and if he takes his 4 ball down the rail, then the 5 ball's in an even weirder spot, and he's taking the 4 ball down the rail. Does he make it? He does not, and that, my folks, is going to be the end of this. Thank you so much for tuning in. I really appreciate it. be sure to give San Diego Cup a follow. Sorry for my ridiculous commentary. And congratulations to Nellie and Mark. They have dethroned the previous champs, Ryan and Jeff. 3-0. I think that means they went through this entire field undefeated. Congratulations to them. Hop, skip, and enjoy. I'm not sure if there's a way to zoom out of the camera. Last time, I'm not gonna lie to you folks, it was me. I accidentally touched something and I ruined the camera, but I didn't wanna claim it. Let's see if there's a way to zoom out a little bit. Is there a way to okay. Is there a way to zoom out a little bit and see them?
Zoom out? Yeah.
See, there we go. Yeah, GG's to them. Nellie and Mark, undefeated. Thank you folks for tuning in. They're gonna take some pictures with the wonderful trophies. I think they're gonna take it for the camera. They're gonna get their picture with the little plaques. Are they giving them those this time? Last time they just like took a picture with them. I think they might actually keep the plaque. This is our finale for the year, and it might be the first event of many for the upcoming point structure for if we do another SoCal Cup. Pictures for everybody. Yay, congratulations. I think they won $700 for first and a lot of money in the Cup cutout. So, congratulations. Mark says, you did this shit, Nelly. You did this. Sorry, Facebook. I didn't say that word. They said that word. I was quoting. Don't ban us. Yeah, well, no, it wasn't a plaque. It was a symbolic, like, they just took a picture with the plaque as the champion of that event. 1 second. It wasn't like they gave him a trophy and they took it back. They just gave him a plaque saying, oh, you're the champion, hold this for the picture so that we could do it. This one, I think where we print 3D, like, or it's like a wood cutout, wood burnished, printing. I'm gonna get them to do a close-up for you. 1 second, so you guys can see how awesome. Can you get them to do bring the plaque to the camera so that they can see, like, do a wave to the camera so that they can see. What are you doing? Quick clicking stuff.
Trying to finish the bracket.
All right, people clicking stuff. All right. Nellie and Mark, 3-0, undefeated. Did Nellie and Mark win the tournament? Yes, they did. Awesome. There we go. Good image. So it's way too dark. You guys couldn't see any of that. All right, folks. Thank you from here. I'm signing off. Really appreciate you guys.
We're going to go. Thank you, Josh. Thank you, Carmen. Thank you, Manny, for helping us do some TDing today. Thank you, Steve. Thank you to myself. And, yeah. Thank you guys so much. We'll leave it on for a little bit. Thank you for joining us. We hope you enjoyed it. We'll see you on the next one.